You're positive on the emerging markets, but that doesn't mean you're turning your back on the developed markets at all. You're just being careful about which parts you're in. And on the flip side, you're also positive on the longer duration, the long tenor treasuries as well. That sounds like a rather eclectic approach. How come?
No, it definitely is, Bernie, right? Because we're in this, sort of environment here, right? Sitting around at all-time highs, macro data here in the U.S. clearly rolling over, as we would expect with the Fed hiking rates. Short-term rates are rising, auto loans, et cetera, credit card loans, the rates on all of that is rising. So the Fed is creating these conditions where, as the short end of the curve rises, right, it depresses economic activity. Long duration treasuries, which are still in short supply, have a lot of demand. And on the other side, on the equity side, this whole idea that rising rates are bad for emerging markets, well, we should just do away with that because that's actually factually not correct. And we can see it this year, EM up about 20% in dollar terms, and still having a long, long way to go to unwind the underperformance to the U.S. markets.
Mm-hmm. Is there a point at which you let the U.S. markets go and start going underweight because you really feel that the valuations have hit the top, really bumped up against the ceiling too many times, and then you start going overweight on emerging markets?
So we run a systematic strategy, so we're not paying all that much attention to valuation. The problem with valuation, of course, is that it doesn't give you any sense of timing. Yeah, we're running at high valuations, but we can run much, much higher. We've seen that in '99, in 2007. So for us, I think it's more about, kind of the whites of the eyes, right? We try to stay engaged until we actually see the correction. It seems close to us based on our work, but the market has ignored it in the past and has powered higher. And energy now does seem to be rebounding, so that could be the fuel to take U.S. markets higher.